everyone. How are you?
There we are. You're very well lit.
It's time to be weird again in a weird place.
Yeah.
I'm going to get extra weird here at Madison Seminary in Madison, Ohio.
Thing already blinked. All right.
I'm going to go into the Estes method as usual for your viewing pleasure.
I'm Amy. This is a parallel.
We're going to set up a few little EMF things because why not? Right in front of me. Right there, yeah.
I'm going to be asking questions.
And I will be using my body as a receptacle to answer those questions.
And we have the paranormal tripwire around his feet, and yeah, everything's in shot.
We are up in the attic of this place, which is probably one of the more well-known locations within this location. It's beautiful. Big old ballroom. Ooh, hi. Ready to talk to us, everyone? Is everyone here? Everyone gather forth and come to me, and let's have a chat.
Chris is here, Stanton's Journeys.
You can use me as your device in which to speak to Amy when she asks you questions. Don't hold back, don't be afraid. It's fine, we're all friends here. Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, blindfold on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good trip. Can you hear me? Hey, Ryan? Oh, good. I just tested out. There's a man with a blindfold on, sitting in a chair. Oh. Can you speak to him through the device in his hand?
You like it here?
I do. Personally, if you're asking me. I just turned around to face the rest of the dark attic, and I see nothing but dark attic. But if you can show yourself, I'm here for it.
You.
My name's Amy. Can you tell me who you are?
Nobody.
Oh my, nobody. Well, how about a name? Can I know your name? Do you just not want anyone to know your name? A little blink down there. Can you walk up to Ryan? Can you walk into the purple lights? I don't know how you do what you do, but I'm asking you to do what you do, to let us know you're here. How about the name of the person carved into the windowsill behind him? That name is Rudy. Do you think you can speak with us, Rudy? Can you let Ryan know you're here? Can you tell us you're with us?
I won't.
Well, you just did. Ooh, you did twice, it seems like, if we read into that. Rudy, are you with us? Can you speak with us through these devices? I don't know how it works. I'm just asking you to do it because I want to meet you. The two of us want to know you're here with us.
One of them's here.
That's a good start. Who's that? Whoa!
Whoa!
It's okay. The phone fell. Are you okay?
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me.
Is your heart rate okay? Ooh, that just snapped off there. I'm going to walk around with it. Are you... How's your heart rate? Are you okay?
Oh, man. I can hear that through the headphones.
Did you just die momentarily?
Yeah.
We're going to test your ability to make it through a coronary tonight.
Man.
You answered things really quickly, by the way.
Good.
Oh, God, it's country, isn't it? Oh. Well, we scared him, and that was a really good place to start. So now your heart rate's up, and that's good. Now you're more vulnerable.
On my feet, I was like, oh, man.
I know, I literally waved at the camera and then turned away and was like, ah!
All right. Okay, then.
Go back in there. You said one of them's here. Just gave my husband a heart attack. Ryan, can you hear me?
That was fun.
Oh, was that an actual... Are you seeing us having fun up here? You are the kind of people who like to enjoy ghost hunting. We take it seriously, but we are still happy and curious, not angry or trying to do warfare against you. We're not here for spiritual battle. Here, this is how dark it is.
Edna.
Edna, did you stay at Madison Seminary? Can you tell me about you? There were a lot of women who were here. This was a home...
I can't hear you.
Oh, that tracks. I can't hear you usually. Hey, Edna! Come on over. I promise we're nice. We want to know you're here with us. We don't want to scare you or hurt you. I don't think we can hurt you, truly. If you can light up one of the lights, the purple things you see at this man's feet, that would help us. That might be an indicator of you. Ideally, if you can speak to or through him, that's the best way we got, unless you can pop out of a wall. And I'm waiting for that, too. I'll turn that down.
Howie.
Howie? I had a friend named Howie back in the day. I hope he's not dead. Howie, Edna. If there's anybody else who would like to say their name, let us know that they're with us. Yeah. And as far as blinking devices, it's pretty benign on its own, at least to us. And I'm going to speak for me here. It doesn't feel like I'm having an unknown experience. If it correlates with something else, it's going to seem a lot better, more valid.
Where is he?
Where is he? Who are you looking for? Who are you looking for?
The wind.
The wind? Oh, well. Howie, do you have a last name? When did you live here? Did you stay here during the Civil War? Did you work here? This was a home for, originally, it was a seminary where young men would go to school to...
Scared.
Scared? Well, I hope you're not scared of us. I'm kind of loud, but...
Fix your mind.
Ooh, okay. Well, fix your mind. How would
Don't
you...
be scared.
How would you know it needs fixing? I think I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm not too weird. That's what we're looking at. See something cool? What do you mean by fix your mind?
Wait.
I'm here. I'm right here. I'm chilling. What did it take for you to survive in a place like this?
Good for you. Everybody.
Can you talk to us? Can you talk to us in some way so we know you're talking to us? Can you say your name? Can we have another name of who's here?
We're eating.
That is the most random response. Ooh,
I
what?
killed him.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. What? Oh, context. Oh, it's leaving me. We're eating. I killed him. Was there a lot?
I'll shoot you.
Okay,
Holy shit.
this is getting violent. Now, it's getting profane.
Mad at me?
Who's having an argument? I might have just heard something down the hallway. What are you fighting about? Down where?
People to help you.
Were all the people who could help you on the lower floors? Were you just stuck up here? These are where the bedrooms were. For the people who were housed on this floor, the 3rd floor. Just left Ryan alone. Ooh. He just said, I don't like this. And he had said scared. Is there someone up here who's with us who's scared? I promise you don't have to be.
He digs.
He digs.
He's dead.
Can you please tell me who you're talking about?
Sam.
What? Sam? Sam who? Who's Sam? Who's Edna? Who's Howie? Are these all the people who lived up here?
What's that?
I'm holding an iPhone. I don't know if that's going to mean anything. And all these purple lights are things that you, if you can hear me, might be able to interact with. We are. We are on a windy night in Ohio.
I only harmed him.
Oh, that's a statement. I only harmed him.
If he runs.
This sounds like a lot of threatening statements. Who are you talking about? Can we know? Can I know? This is the floor where apparently the criminally insane, some of the more violent people during the time of the asylum use of this location were kept or were housed, which, there's no cells or anything. It's just a big room, so it's really hard to imagine. Oh, that was nice. I love you too. We're saying that a little soon, but the moment's right. Who are you speaking about? You were just fighting and sounding like you were saying violent things, and then you pop out with an I love you. How many of you are here with us? How many of you are speaking? Can you say one of our names? Can you say Ryan or Amy? How many people were fighting up here all the time? Were people left alone? I can't imagine that would be normal or safe for anyone who lived here. How about
I'll stand by the door.
Then I will go toward the door. Let's go.
That's where I'll watch.
Oh, that wasn't messed up at all. That's where you'll watch? Then can I see you? Or do you only get to see us?
Ladies.
Ooh, ladies. I am a woman. But I'm married and 41. Let's not go there. Let's just be pals. Are you by the door? Do you guard this opening, this doorway? Are there places here you find safe? Excuse me, there's a pole. That's all. Do you feel safe here? Do you feel safe and you choose to stay?
Outside.
Okay. Do you avoid when people are in here? Does this bother you? Just so anyone in the future knows, I don't expect some sort of revelation in this method.
If you help me.
How can we help you, though? How can we help you? Whoa. Whoa, okay. Do you need our help? Do you need help from...
Gentle, please.
Well, we try to be gentle. We might just be loud, but that doesn't mean we're trying to be mean or confrontational. I don't fight, you know, I'm not, I don't like fighting and I don't like confrontation. I'm weak, okay? I can stand in dark places for hours, but please don't be mean to me. Then I cry. Can you speak to the man in the chair? Sounds like there was an argument earlier, like there was fighting, there were names, there were fighting, talking about shooting someone.
I'm cold.
Oof, oof. It's a pretty windy night, I don't blame you, but can we know who we're talking to right now? This man is named Ryan, and we put him in the Estes method. Oop, blocked out the light. Because he seems to be the one who listens better, or receives better, depending on how you feel about the Estes method. And I tend to be the one that sometimes it just seems me speaking works better. And this is just a pattern we've noticed over years, so it's not, you know, nothing here is provable. Good grief, you know? We can't prove the paranormal to you. You'd be cool. Are you someone who lived in the attic here? Are you someone whose room was up here on the 3rd floor?
I stayed.
You stayed. Did you stay here? Do you stay here now on purpose? Are you here because you want to be here? And if so, I have so many follow-up questions. I just want to interview a ghost, you know? I understand there's been interviews with vampires. Brad Pitt is one, but where's my ghost? I want an experience like the ghost show on TV, CBS Ghosts. I like the BBC version. I only watched the BBC one.
Your mother.
Oh my God, dude. This is going into your mom jokes? Don't bring my mother into this. I'm asking about you. We are simply curious about who lived here, what your experience was like.
Proving everything.
That's a statement. I'm never going to try to claim to prove the paranormal to people. I think that's too big an ask to pull off. And I am not a scientist. But can you prove to me?
I'm the one you won't find.
Oh boy, that's a statement all of its own. I'm the one you won't find. I don't want to call you out and be like, yeah, but did we just find you through the Estes method? Are there secrets about this building? Are there things that only you all would know that the living don't get to know? Or are we just hoping for...
In the corner.
In the corner. In the corner again. There's somebody who's answered standing by the wall.
Ready for him?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. I am always ready for the paranormal. I promise you, it takes a lot to make me scared. It's not because I'm talking a big game. It's because it took... Did he just say come here? I'm back. I'm here. Hi. Can you see me right now? No,
The cards.
The cards? There are cards on this table? I've just spent years facing the dark and finally somehow, no, I'm just dominoes, got myself over it. I don't know, I don't consider it courage or bravery. Are you over in the bedrooms? Got the light on, so I'm ready. Please show yourself. 100% ready. Let's go. I will always be ready. This room is so cool. So cool.
The only remaining.
The only remaining. If you're the only ones remaining here, thank you for speaking with us. If this is what you're doing, I'd like to believe it. I really would. That's the paranormal. I know I'll never know, but we get to know personally for ourselves through these experiences. And I want to know that there's someone who lived in this place with us. Echoing back.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name? We know another name of somebody who's here? You had said Edna.
Martha.
Martha. Oh my God, I just asked for her name and you said a name. Did you just hear that? Martha. Thank you. Martha, I hope you are here. I want to believe that there's people around me and that would be a very comforting thought. Thank you, Martha. He said Edna, Howie, Martha. Oh God, what else? I'm gonna have to go back through this. Hey, cool. Walk right through those purple lights. I don't think they can hurt you. If you can hear me, I don't think this stuff can hurt you. But I don't know, because I have not been in your form. Hi. Hang out with us, would you? We like to use a little humor, a little fun. We take it seriously, but we know that we cannot prove anything to anyone out there. The only thing we get is for ourselves in these experiences. Can you share of yourself through the man in the chair? Can you speak to him and he will speak your words out loud? Was Martha a nurse? That's a good one, CJ. Are there nurses around us, people who were staff, who worked here, who took care of people for years?
I was pissed off.
Oh my God, I was pissed off. I think that's valid within,
Look out for us.
Do you mean that as a warning, or do you mean that as people who worked here looked out for you? There had to have been good, kind humans who helped make these places run. Those are the best people at places like this. The folks who sacrifice to try and take care of people every day. Martha? Are you around? Thank you if you are. Really, anyone.
It's the hour.
It's the hour.
I'm standing right there.
Oh my God, then thank you. I wish I could see you.
Damn it.
I know, I feel the same way. I just wish I could.
Empty.
I hope you don't feel that way all the time. Can you walk over to me? I won't run. The lights just went off again.
Talk about me.
Well, I would talk about you if I knew precisely.
And how to support me.
And okay, that's starting to make sense. This is where women were, during the Civil War, during and after, anyone widowed and their families of the Grand Army of the Republic, the Union, the North, were here. And this was a place for them to live because women could not own property.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag to you. Anybody know how big the German immigrant waves were here? I know there's a lot in Wisconsin and Minnesota, but that's an interesting response for an Estes method. A whole ass Guten Tag? Yes. This is going to be horrible. Don't judge me. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? You speak German? Did you immigrate? What was that like? God, I just want to interview ghosts, man. What? Are you German?
One of the people that's here.
One of the people here is German? I love it. Vern. Guten Tag, Vern. Did you work here or were you a resident?
Where are you?
I'm in the same room as you, I think. But I don't know if we're in the same dimension. That's where it gets a little convoluted. That's where I need a physicist. Or I don't, because...
What are you waiting for?
Well, I think a physicist would take away some of the mystery and maybe put it down.
Vern,
yeah, I almost just stepped in a hole. Holy shit. You guys, I almost just went through the floor. I'm okay. Vern. I
Good.
don't. Maybe
What
Vern.
do you want?
Vern's not here with us anymore. Are you speaking to me? Are you speaking to each other? There have been times in this where it sounds like it's
My mom?
oh, he said your mom and he said my mom. I mean, there were kids here, but it wasn't like it wasn't a kid's school or something. The kids lived with their families here. But there's times where it seems like it's all like conversation between, between
Maybe you'll fall over.
who or what he is hearing. Maybe you'll fall over. Well, I did step in a hole.
Now.
No, not now. Don't push me.
Weak.
Hey, let's not get mean. Can I hear more about Vern? Were there a lot of different immigrants here? Were there people who fell on...
Over here.
I'm right here. Were there people who fell on hard times and had to be here outside of being widowed in the war? Or side effects of the Civil War?
I already found him.
Well, I hope it worked out. I'm going to take this guy named Ryan out of here pretty soon. I was literally going to ask for a light to light up. That's weird. That's weird. That's suspicious. Can you light up more of those lights? You step on those purple lights. That could be an indicator that somebody is here. I'm really hard to convince is the problem. I'm real hard to convince. I want to believe the way I used to years ago. Man, I was a gullible one. A little shameful, a little weird to talk about, but I went through it. That's what I mean when I say I forced myself into the dark and was like, all right, handle it, Amy. This is how we handle it.
Not a chance.
Not a chance for what? It seems like there's some kind of... Yeah, he's coming. I've heard that a few times. I'm waiting to see him. But it seems like there's some either really angry things being said, and that's what sounds like it's almost echoing between different people, voices, something that he's picking up on. I think twice when I've asked for a name, he's popped a name out, and I'm like, ooh, that makes me have validated emotions about this stuff that is unknown. It's hard to tell. Closing in on a half hour here. This is a good one. This is weird.
Never.
Oh my, what? What? Do you know what we're doing right now? Can you see us? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. All right. Martha, Edna, Howie. I kind of forget the other one that so much popped in. If anybody's here with a... In the lake. Well, there's a pretty big lake nearby. In fact, it's so big, it's great.
He's home.
He's home. See, these are the things that the brain tries to find context, but it's like putting a mad...
He's out of school.
He's out of school. This was a seminary. Is anyone here who literally became clergy and led a congregation? Are there those people still here? Can we speak to somebody who is a pastor, a father? I grew up with a minister in charge of the church I went to. Minister or pastor?
I'm here.
Are you a man of God? Are you from the seminaries?
His arm.
His arm? All right. I'm sorry I didn't stay in church longer. It just wasn't for me. It didn't hit, it didn't land. Just wasn't for me. Everybody on earth is different. Just have a little love for everybody. That's all. All right. It's been a half an hour of weird. There's been a lot of kind of spooky, dark, not very nice, almost cruel stuff that's come out of this. But it seems very echoey.
He invited me.
He invited me. And there's a lot of directions toward he. Looking for him, found him, he's here. See? That is something, that is what I like to take out of the Estes method and interpret later. I find that interesting. Now, my favorite part is, can we scare him out of this? Politely. Oh, it went well. Hi.
Thank God.
Are you okay?
Freaking me out.
Well, it was getting kind of spooky, rude, and
I
mean.
don't like this.
Like an argument.
It's not my favorite session I've ever done. That's for sure.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah, that was like,
That was fucking scary.
that was loud. There was also a lot of directives towards somebody, him, he's here, find him. I turned around, I went to the doorway, I looked in the doorway, I looked in the other rooms, you are getting blinkies.
You left me alone?
I did.
Oh my God. Was I quiet when you left me alone?
No, you said ladies too, and I was standing in the middle, and I was like, all right, unless it's creepy.
I got the name Vern twice.
Yeah, and you said Guten Tag, and I was like, what?
I heard it clear. Guten Tag.
And so I asked, Vern, you're an immigrant? I almost fell in this hole in the floor over here. And you did get an Edna and a Martha.
He invited me towards the end. It was so clear.
That was a big deal.
I felt like it was talking to me.
Ah.
I said, come talk to me. And
Yeah.
he invited me.
Go for it, shoot.
Hmm.
Weird stuff. I don't know, it was
Any
good.
reaction from the EMF?
Yeah, they were blinking here and there. Not the paralight, but the tripwire. And not the same one, not like some blink in a floor from a conduit or a wire, just a random.
Well, we got in there.
We got a few people. We got CJ, we got Chris Stanton, we got...
Hey, what's up,
I don't
Chris?
I don't know how to click on all of this stuff very well, y'all. I don't know if like
Don't
chat.
click the wrong button.
No, I'm not. And I went around the corner and I looked,
Yeah, there's one that was like, I'm in the doorway.
Yeah. And that's where I was like, all right, I'll go. I looked at the doorway, I got out the flashlight and went, okay, let's
That was a
go.
long sentence over many sweeps.
Yeah, I went over here. Like, all right.
Hey, you should come back over here for a second.
Why, what's wrong?
Well, I want to tell the people stuff.
Okay, tell the people
So
stuff.
last investigation a couple of weeks ago, we got a comment on the Estes method session saying that basically they wish they could hear what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah, a lot of people
All I
do
can
say that.
is, so do I, but just know that none of this stuff matters at all, or one iota, if integrity's not there. I say what I perceive to hear, and that's it. I don't make up stuff. I never would.
No, that's
It's fascinating to me how this whole experiment works, and how you get lost in it after a while. You start swirling around, and if you're watching, the one who commented that, I would recommend to try it yourself. It's an interesting experiment. At first, it's just loud.
yeah. At first, it's like, dude.
But then
I
after
can't.
a while, it's got, at least for me, it just starts.
It's a very
My
trance.
eyes are opening and closing, and I'm starting to feel like I'm on a life raft sloshing in the ocean, all by myself. And then every once in a while, there's a voice that chills me to my core, and I heard a few tonight. So
It's also difficult to try to put. I mean, we can run a jack out of the spirit box and run it into a recorder so people can hear the sweep of a spirit box, but the method itself was designed with one person as the receiver. It's more psychic and more trance-inducing than...
technologically assisted psychic experiment, essentially. What you may hear is different than what I may hear, and that's just how it works. And that's kind of the fun of it. So whenever you see me doing this, just know I'm not making any of it up. I am just listening and I'm repeating what I hear. I'm trying to repeat it as close to how I hear it, like the inflection of the voice and the tenor of it, although I can't simulate a female voice. I'll try to pitch my voice up a little bit if that's what I hear. And every once in a while you hear those little growly voices. And when I listen to the radio, I don't hear those voices on the radio. So I don't know what that is. They scare me. And yeah, that's basically all I have as far as that goes. Take it as you will, just like we do, you know. Yeah, it's fun. Occasionally I wonder, should I ever do this again? Should I try this again? Am I done? But I'm never done. Anyways, what do you think?
Weird session. Ready to go investigate some more.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Gonna say goodnight from the attic of Madison Seminary. And if you're watching this later into the future, thank you. All who were here, thank you for being here with our weirdness. We're gonna gather up our stuff.
Get ready for October, guys. Everybody that's here and everybody's watching. We're dropping this investigation and the other 3 that we've done this year, 1 week after the other, with live streams to follow. We'll talk about it. You guys are really gonna dig it. We've upped our production quality. We've upped everything we can possibly do to make it as good as we possibly can for you. And it's been a weird year, so enjoy.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.